This video is about Spanish verbs that behave like gustar. You took a look at gustar in adelante uno. In adelante dos, we're going to look at a few other verbs that behave like it in Spanish. But let's review gustar. You have sentences like me gusta cantar, and I've placed the subject and the verb ending in yellow. The subject of that actual Spanish sentence, me gusta cantar, is to sing, cantar, and gusta ends with an A because the singular subject cantar causes it to be in the third person singular. The me is actually the indirect object. So we can translate me gusta cantar figuratively as I like to sing. That makes the most sense. Literally, though, it is to sing is pleasing to me, and that to me is why we're using me. And to sing is one action, that's why we're using the verb in the singular third person form gusta. ¿Te gusta el fútbol? We can translate most easily as do you like soccer? Literally it is soccer pleasing to you? And again, el fútbol is a singular noun, so gusta is in the third person singular. Te means to you. A Linda no le gustan programas de juegos. Game shows are programas de juegos, that's a plural noun, so gusta is in the third person plural, gustan. It is programas, that subject, that's causing gustar to end with an N. And in the second example, el fútbol is the subject. Now what is really strange about gusta is, and these verbs that are like it, is that the subject does not come first. Like when we say, yo estoy bien. Yo is I, estoy is the verb, and bien is an adverb. Usually sentences go in that order. But verbs like gustar will start with their indirect object, then the verb, and then the subject will follow that verb. And that's a little bit different in Spanish, and there are a handful of verbs that do this. We're going to look at 8 of them. There are actually more, but let's begin looking at the 8. Encantar literally means to enchant, but figuratively we use it to say to love. Not love people, but love objects or to do things. Like nos encantan los deportes. We love sports, or the sports are enchanting to us or enchant us. Me encanta jugar a los bolos. I love to bowl. That's saying that bowling enchants me or is enchanting to me. Usually you don't use the literal translation. The figurative usually works best, but in either case, the subject there, los deportes and jugar a los bolos, follows the verb. It does affect the verb. Los deportes makes it encantan, and jugar a los bolos is one action, so encanta, but it comes after. Another one is interesar, literally to interest, and figuratively means to be interested in. ¿Te interesan las lenguas extranjeras? Do foreign languages interest you? And a ella le interesa coser. She is interested in sewing, or sewing interests her. Importar means to be important to. Nos importa el béisbol. Baseball is important to us. A él le importan sus hijos. His children are important to him. That one really doesn't have a different figurative or literal meaning. It just means to be important to. Aburrir does. Literally it means to bore. We often don't use the verb bore. We say something is boring to us. So me aburre el fútbol literally is soccer bores me, which you may say, or you may say I'm bored by soccer. Me aburre el fútbol. A ustedes les aburre el basketball. Basketball bores you all, or you all are bored by basketball. Faltar can be to be missing or lacking to, or to fault, figuratively to miss or lack. So me faltas looks like it should be you is the subject. It is actually in Spanish. You are missing to me, and that means I miss you. I miss you is me faltas. Nos faltan tenedores y cucharas. Forks and spoons are missing to us. We lack forks and spoons. Another way to say it. Fascinar is to fascinate, one that doesn't really need two different meanings. Te fascina el iPhone. The iPhone fascinates you. Les fascinan las ballenas. Whales fascinate them. Molestar is to bother or disturb. Me molestas, you're bothering me. Nos molesta el chico ruidoso. The noisy child is disturbing us. And finally, quedar, literally to remain, figuratively to have left. Nos quedan 8 días, literally is 8 days remain to us. We might say, though, we have 8 days left. Or le queda su madre, his mother is remaining to him. We might also say he has just his mother left. Okay, that's it for these verbs that work like gustar. I hope it made sense to you. Thank you.